overturn it either. It's just because of the bets and the betting involved. Because you got to think, like this: if you're a person who bets, if you're a person who sports bet and you sport bet on that team, and that team won, and then they overturn that verdict, all those people would have to give their money back. You know what I'm saying? Or on the other note, think about this: think about the people who sports betted who did not win, who you'd have to pay. How you doing, OG?
Good morning. How you doing?
I'm blessed, sir.
Happy New Year.
Hey, I see you whipped out. That's nice, sir.
Thank you.
That's nice. You deserve that, sir. So yeah, they won't do that. They can't legally do that. There's too many legal ramifications, you know what I'm saying? Just like I was saying, like, you know, that's really, I'm gonna keep it real with you guys. It's not, I'm gonna tell you who really controls NFL or sports or just in a professional sports, whoever's paying the most. Whoever's paying the most. And I'm gonna tell you the NFL's 3 biggest supporters right now: alcohol, gambling. Anybody know the third one? Alcohol, gambling, and what's the other one? Alcohol, gambling, and what else? TV. Those are the 3 things that pay for the NFL. You feel me? All right, hey man, I got a couple jerseys left in the tank. I'm doing a last order. I got way too many people that I gotta send out, so that's why I've been pushing a lot of jerseys this year. But I'm finally getting caught up, so you know I will be posting those on the page today to let y'all know who I need to get in contact or who needs to get in contact with me so I can get you guys taken care of. The original people, I got your order. I'm shipping that out this morning. Well, actually, I shipped it out. You have to ship it out, but home to pick up never picked it up. So, you know, I had a little issue with my home pickup thing. They had my old address as my home pickup, so I was taking my stuff over to my old address to have them pick it up. You know what I'm saying? But yo, what's up with you, Auntie Regina? Corey Van, what's up with you? Felix, what's up with you? Corey Van, what's up with you? D. Wilson, what's up with you? Hey, so let's go ahead and start, man. What's up with you guys? It is your boy West Coast. If you have not already, it is the coast with the most. I appreciate everybody for your love and support. We are out here for the morning walk. We are walking. We are getting our blood and juices flowing, feeling good, looking good, just like a baby cowboy should. Yeah, I'm no baby cowboy. I'm a grown-ass man, dog. You know what I'm saying? But yo, it's your boy West Coast. Let's get it, man. So yo, this morning, let's go. Let's go through this. You guys already know whenever West Coast goes live, there's 2 things you guys must do. First thing you guys must do is you must hit the share button. So I need everybody right now to hit that share button, no matter where you're watching at. I need you to hit that share button aggressively. If you just tapped in from Landlord Show, I appreciate y'all for sliding in. He had over 160 people on YouTube. That is absolutely amazing. It just is. I'm always amazed at what you can do if you stay consistent. You know what I'm saying? So salute to my boy Landlord for getting it cracking and staying consistent. You know what I'm saying? If you're coming from his show, I appreciate you guys for giving me an opportunity to talk Cowboy content with you. You feel me? Andre Stacks, what's up? So let's go ahead and get it. Let's go ahead and go through this couple names, say what's up to a couple people, and then we're going to go on to the show. You feel me? Lil Baby 38, what's up with you? The King of Dallas is in the building. Okay. I thought that was Baby. I got Baby in the building. You know what I'm saying? He the mayor, though. D'Angelo Nichols, what's up with you? Michael Jones, Neil Fear, Andre Staccarelli, Al Croson. What's up, Al? I ain't seen you in a minute. Neil Sepulveda. Joe, what's up with you? Devado. Appreciate you. Eric Young, what's up with you, my boy? B. Randon. I know it's Brandon. What's up with you, my boy? Unique spelling. Salute. David Calisto. What's up with you, David? David Elias. What's up with you? Dion Bangley. What's up, my boy? Bang Bang. What's up, my boy? Bang Bang. It ain't Eagles gang. Funny man. Lito. What's up with you, my boy? Jay Gibbs. What's up with you? And Arefo D. Alexander. What's up, my boy? I ain't seen you in a minute. What's up, my guy? Appreciate you. The Real Talk Cowboy. What's up with you, my boy? Real ass Cowboy fan right there. Lee Harrison. What's up with you, my boy? Appreciate you. Patient ass Cowboy fan right there. You know what I'm talking about. Michael McCoy. What's up with you? Brandon. Salute. What's up? Salute. So yo, man, let's go ahead and jump into the content, right? I think I've said hello and goodbyes to everybody I can think of. We got over 175 people on here watching, so God is good. Let's go ahead and get it. Let's go. He says we got to find out how to stop the damn run and start and stop the damn run and run the damn ball. All right, so let's go. So first news of the day. I'm gonna tell y'all, my cousin, HTM, Henny the Moore, hits me up and he tells me, bro, have you heard the news? I'm telling him, if I'm hearing the news, if you're telling me have I heard the news, that means I ain't heard the news. Because he always get up before I do. And Henny told me, West Coast, did you hear the news? I said, man, what'd I tell you about calling me and saying, have I heard the news? Just tell me the damn news. He says, bruh, the Dallas Cowboys are bringing in, and then I hear blum, 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 blum in my head right before he says the name. Leal Collins and Damian Wilson in for a tryout. Instantly, I was like, okay. Now, Leal Collins, let's go ahead and break these guys down because we know both these dudes very, very well. Damian Wilson, a guy we actually drafted. And I'm gonna tell you this right here. Damian Wilson is the homie, bro. Like he is a friend of the show. I have had Damian Wilson on my show several times. I mean, Damian Wilson, listen to me. Damian Wilson, I have a relationship with Damian Wilson, not as well as I would say with Jalen Smith because me and Jalen have an actual business relationship. But I have really good conversations with Damian. Like I've had really good times with him. We hung out a lot because of Jalen, and I've gotten to know him fairly well. You're saying he's probably, if I had to rank players of players that I know that would see me and be like, hey, West Coast, he would definitely be a top 3 on my list. You know what I'm saying? Damian Wilson he's a good guy, bro. He's a good guy. Good guy. More importantly, y'all don't give a damn about that. Y'all want to know about football. I'm gonna tell y'all this right here. Damian Wilson, what's up? How you doing, sir? If he comes in here, I don't think he's really going to be playing Mike linebacker, though. I don't think he's going to be playing Mike linebacker. Because he's not really like he's not like a signal caller. So I don't think, I know for a fact he's not, I don't think he's going to play on the outsides. He's going to be an outside linebacker. Now, he's not going to be a guy that's going to be rushing quarterback, no. Not like a Von Miller or anything like that, but he's not going to be a signal caller. You know what I'm saying? And you know what this makes me feel like? If Jalen Smith would have been available, they would have probably brought him back. Because if they brought in Damian Wilson, I know for a fact if Jalen would have been available, they would have probably brought him in. So it's just crazy how you know what I'm saying? So sometimes life is about timing. But Damian, he left the Dallas Cowboys to go play for the Kansas City Chiefs. Got a Super Bowl with the Kansas City Chiefs. So this is a guy who has pedigree. Left the Dallas Cowboys and actually went to a better situation. Since then, he has been on different teams and things like that, but this is a good player. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, he's a guy that is not necessarily he's a guy that's kind of on his down slope. So this isn't a guy that's going to come in and just rejuvenize your defense. No, this is a guy that's going to come in, be on your practice squad, and then eventually, I would think, probably like next week or, you know what I'm saying, probably first playoff game, they might activate him. You know what I'm saying? But for sure, he's going to be activated for the playoffs because he has a Super Bowl ring. And he has playoff and Super Bowl experience, something that nobody has on this team. You know what I'm saying? We need depth at the position, too. Very, very bad. What's up? I appreciate you, my boy, Corey. So I'm actually excited about the Damian Wilson sign, especially with him being the homie. Like, I'm ecstatically happy about that. You know what I'm saying? We going to Dallas we was going to a game for the playoffs anyway, but with him on the team, I'm definitely going because I know I'm going to have some access. Next, what's up, Eastside Harold? Appreciate you, my boy. Top of the morning, what's up? All right, so next conversation. So not even next conversation, but West Coast, what do you think? Who sits, who plays, what's going to happen with him if he signs? If Damian Wilson signs, he's a guy that's going to help you in the run because he is a tackler. He is a guy that will tackle. He's not a coverage linebacker. He is 100% if you were to label him as a run stopper or a passing linebacker, he is for sure more of a run stopping linebacker than he is a linebacker that's going to help you in the passing game. Cowboys don't really need no help in the passing game when it comes to linebackers anyway because they already have safeties playing linebacker. You know what I'm saying? You can't get no help more than that. Now, next, Leal Collins. Leal Collins, left tackle. formerly of the Cincinnati Bengals. He left Dallas kind of precariously. Why? Because his deal was up, but at the same time he had gotten into a little ooh-wop trouble. We ain't gonna talk about his ooh-wop trouble because that's all gone, over and gone now. But he did have a little ooh-wop trouble, which kind of helped the Dallas Cowboys not want to sign him. But I'm gonna be honest with you, if Leal Collins is getting the workout, I can almost guarantee you that Dak Prescott has something to do with it, because Leal Collins and Dak Prescott are best friends. That's his fishing buddy. They basically from the same place. Not saying they grew up together, because they did not grow up together, but they are basically from the same place, Louisiana, and you know they both have they have matching. Well, I'm pretty sure Dak got a bigger boat now, but at one point they even had matching fishing boats. You know what I'm saying? So they're fishing buddies. You know what I'm saying? So I can guarantee you that Leal Collins got this workout primarily because of Dak. Like, I can almost guarantee you. And I'm gonna tell you this right now. You know, I still believe Terrence Steele is our tackle for the future, but I feel like just like all players who came back early off injury for the Dallas Cowboys, they're all struggling. Tony Pollard hasn't started looking like himself until now. You know what I'm saying? He hasn't started looking like himself until now. So I know all the players, every single player who was injured, between Michael Gallup, Tony Pollard, all those guys who were dinged up, who came back early, and Terrence Steele, who came back early for the Cowboys, who just came back a little faster than we thought they would come back. All those guys are not necessarily struggling, but they're struggling to be healthy and play at a high level. You know what I'm saying? So, what do I think about Leal coming in? Well, y'all remember why he left. He got suspended for being accused of bribing a official, not a weed official, but a drug official. What is it true? Who knows? But I know they had enough evidence to suspend him. When he came back, did he play well? No, he did not. The last time Leal Collins played for the Dallas Cowboys, he did not play good. I'm just being honest with you. That's why we were okay with switching him out for Terrence Steele. I'm gonna keep it real with you. In all actuality, I would probably, not even probably, I would work Leal Collins out at guard before I put him tackle, because you have a bigger need at guard right now than you do tackle. Right now, your starting tackles are healthy. They're playing. They're just, you know, your right tackle needs to play a little bit better, but outside of that, both your tackles are healthy. I'm not about to bench Leal Collins or Terrence Steele for Leal. I'm not about to bench Tyron Smith or Leal Collins. Well, let me stop it. I'm not about to bench Tyler Smith. Let me stop. I am not about to bench Tyron Smith or Terrence Steele in favor of Leal Collins. No, I'm not. Not one game before the playoffs. And you got to think like this. If Leal or Damian Wilson get signed, they won't play this week. That means the first time you'll see them is in the playoffs. On them Cowboys, I got 50 on it. My Cash App good, too. All right. I thought somebody wanted to put some money on something. Yeah, I was walking down the street and talking about them Cowboys. He said, how much you want to bet they don't do it? I said, what? You got 50? I got 50 on it. I got 50 on them boys right now. Yeah, you mean? But yeah, I think I would probably give him a workout at guard, because you got to think Tyler Smith just completely tore his plantar fasciitis. Now, I'm going to be honest with you, man. I be wondering why God gives us stuff in our body that we can just completely tear it, and then still go out there and use it. Like, God, why do we need a plantar fasciitis if I can tear it and it don't even affect nothing I do? You know what I'm saying? You feel me? Like, why? If I can tear my whole plantar fasciitis, I know it's painful though, because I know you played through it though, because Amari Cooper played through his. Remember that Green Bay game where freaking Aaron Jones went off on our ass, had 3 touchdowns? Amari Cooper went off in that game too. We just didn't win. But remember, he had the bloody sock on the back of his leg. You know what I'm saying? So you can play with a torn plantar fasciitis. I'm just curious on what the hell God gave it to us for. If we can tear it. If we obviously won't need to use it that bad. You know what I'm saying? We need to start Collins. No, we don't. You haven't even seen Collins play. Collins, listen to me. Terrence Steele is not playing so bad that I want to just start some random tackle that I haven't seen play. We need to get out of this mindset of anybody's better except for the guy we have now, because that's not all the way true. That usually comes from a spirit of anger, because the only time you don't care is when you're angry about something. You know what I'm saying? Terrence still ain't got me to the point where I'm so angry where I'm like, oh my God, get him out of here. Because I'm going to be honest with you, I knew that there was going to be some drop off anyway, simply on the simple fact that, dude, he came back off of an injury. You know what I'm saying? Like, he came back off of an injury. And they are still tackling. And I'm going to tell you this right now. They're going to be playoff. Think about this. Listen to me. No matter how bad Steele is playing, they're still going to be in this playoff. They're going to, in this. If you look at the playoff games, the playoff teams. If you look at some of the playoff teams, Steele is still going to be one of the better tackles out of the tackles that are in the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to tell you this right here. The mindset of anybody but Steele, that's not a good, no, I'm not about to do that. What Cowboy fans need to do is you just need to realize, bro, the dude was hurt. He was hurt. He's just now getting back into it now. He's just now looking somewhat different now. And to be honest with you, man, think about this. This offensive line as a whole has only played this season together. Everybody got to play better. But at the same time, bro, look at Aiden Hutchinson just dogged our ass. Like, that's just what it is. Like, Aiden Hutchinson just beat our ass, bro. Appreciate you, Mark, with the 1,000 band. I'm just being real with you, man. Like, Aiden Hutchinson just beat our ass, bro. That dude was dog walking us left and right. Everybody that wants some got some. That white boy looked like he had, like, you know what I say about Luka? Who I say Luka play for? Luka looked like he played for the Klan. Aiden looked like he played for the Ku Klux Klan. Why? Because he was killing them niggas. That's why. He was killing them, bruh. And there was nothing he could do about it. If you can't take a joke, go sit your goof ass down somewhere. I'm not taking the joke back because it was funny. That's funny. Him and Luka got them damn white coats on their head. He was killing them, bro. There was nothing they could do about it, bro. He's a good player. He's a great player. Sometimes it just happens, bro. Like, imagine how many offensive linemen got switched out if Micah Parsons didn't. Like, goddamn, you know what I'm saying? Like, half the offensive linemen in football wouldn't have jobs. You know what I'm saying? Like, just that dude is better than them. That's just what it is. He's just better than them. You know what I mean? Like, he's just better than them. But for me to switch out my whole, I'm not doing that. Not for Leal Collins, because you got to think like this. Leal Collins will not even be, and also I'm going to tell you guys about these two guys. If they're signed to the practice squad. So that means if the Dallas Cowboys don't activate them, someone can literally call Dallas Cowboys and be like, yo, we're going to the playoffs. We want Leal Collins, and take him right off your roster. Now, if somebody was to do this, they would obviously have to activate him. But I think right now, as a backup, Leal Collins is about as good as it's going to get, because he can play left tackle. He can play right tackle, and he can also play guard. And I'm going to keep it real with you guys. I'm definitely, since he's in the tryout mode, I'm definitely going to make him try out for guard and tackle. I would definitely make him try for guard and tackle. Hey, Mark, man, you're a beast. Appreciate you, my boy, Mark. I'm trying to get to this. Hey, you just activated a star party. I ain't got a star party all year, man. But if y'all can hit that star, man, I'm at 2,300 stars, man. I'm trying to get to 5,000 as quickly as possible. Appreciate you. Jumbo package for Collins. I ain't trying to do no jumbo package for Collins. Y'all remember we did that last year. That boy got no yards, man. None. Remember, we even used Leal Collins as a damn, as a fullback. Y'all remember? Last year, we used him as a fullback. Nah, his big ass one. The only thing listen to me. If Leal Collins if he can jumbo package, that means he can play guard. I just want to know, can Leal Collins run over people? Because listen to me. If Leal Collins can play guard, and then listen, I'll move Tyler. Well, Tyler Smith can't be moved, bro. He can't be moved. He injured too. Listen, my tackles just gotta play better, bro. It's a game. It's 1 week before the playoffs. I'm not switching out my tackles. I'm not doing that. And you got to think like this. Go look at the pass rushers that are actually going to be in the playoffs. Be honest with you, Micah Parsons is the best pass rusher in the NFC that's going to be in the playoffs, and he plays on your team. So think about the matchups. If you go to New Orleans, New Orleans doesn't have them. They don't have an Aiden Hutchinson. If Seattle comes to, if Seattle, well, because we'll be at home, praise God. If whoever comes to Dallas, they're not bringing an Aiden Hutchinson. Because none of the teams that are still, hey, I need 600 more stars, man. Well, actually, I need 600 more stars. I need as many as y'all want to send to keep it 100. But I need 600 more stars. Hit that start button. But listen to me. I'll definitely use Leal Collins to replace Chuma. Chuma ass got to go. Chuma can go, and then Leal Collins can get his number back. Like, that's who I would use Leal Collins for. I would use Leal Collins to upgrade Chuma. Number 71, our backup tackle who's just not good. He played good like a game and a half, bro. And ever since then, it's been downhill. And I'm going to be honest with you, man. One thing about the NFL is, bro, since the games are recorded, there's this thing called film. Once a team gets film on you, you're a different player because they know your tendencies. It's just what it is. It's like if you were throwing a surprise party for your dad, and then he found the. Say you're throwing a surprise party for your dad. It sounds so electrifying until he finds the list with everything on it. Now he knows exactly what's happening. That's how film is. When you don't have a film, it's like throwing a surprise party. Anything can happen. But after this film, it's literally like finding your Christmas list and you knowing everything that's going to happen. Christmas is not nearly as exciting. Hey, yo, I need 500 stars to get to the block party. Let's get it. Listen to me. I'm not gonna worry about any of his injuries because that's the Dallas Cowboys' job. I'm not gonna worry about their injuries because that's the Cowboys' job. You know what I'm saying? And then more importantly, if he was injured, they wouldn't be like. That's gonna be before he even worked out. That's gonna be known. Cowboys would not be working out a known hurt player. And if a workout means that he's going to be physically doing something, it's not like OBJ when OBJ just came for a visit. When a player comes for a visit, I don't expect for them to work out because they're saying it's a visit. If you told me come visit the Dallas Cowboys, I'm not bringing my cleats. If you tell me come work out for the Dallas Cowboys, I'm bringing my cleats. You know what I'm saying? Scorpio, appreciate you, my boy. I told y'all 2022, 2024, West Coast is back on that Osh. Back on that Osh. I don't want Damian Wilson in here either. Well, to be honest with you, why? I think you're just saying that by namesake only, just so you know. That's a pretty powerful statement, considering what the Cowboys have at linebacker now. What the Cowboys have at linebacker right now, I think it's good to have anybody that's better than what you currently have, and I definitely believe Damian Wilson is better than some of the linebackers we have currently right now. As an actual linebacker, Damian Wilson will probably be better than Marquise Bell. People are like, oh my God, that's not true. Yeah, he probably will be. Because as a true linebacker, Marquise Bell is not a true linebacker. And I'm going to tell you, one thing Bell has, he don't have the body. So if Bell can thrive at it, I don't see why Damian Wilson wouldn't be able to thrive at it. Now, he's not going to get the opportunities as a Bell, obviously, because Bell already has the job. But as a standard linebacker, he should be better than him. We can't get Jonathan Taylor because Jonathan Taylor is still under contract with the Indianapolis Colts. What's up with you, my boy? You a Cowboy fan?
Hell yeah.
I heard that, man. I got 200 Cowboy fans on here right now. That's what I do, content for a living. Real ass Cowboy fan right there. We need a run stopper. We can't get stops. Listen to me. There ain't no run stoppers available. And Ndamukong Suh is more named than he is anything else. And he's a defensive tackle. If you're not going to upgrade your defensive tackle, then you got to upgrade your linebackers. Cowboys need linebackers regardless, though. They need a linebacker regardless, though. We need all the, yeah, we do. Listen to me. Right now, the question that you should be asking is Damian Wilson better than linebackers that you have currently right now? Yes, he is. Man, we need a healthy, big running back still. No, we don't, because the Cowboys wouldn't even use him. Like, if the Cowboys signed Zeke right now, Zeke would probably get 5 carries a game. You know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't make sense to sign the guy if you're not going to actually physically use him. If you're not going to use him, then I don't have no campaign for us to go sign a running back and then give him the ball 5 times a game. Or not even give him the game. Listen to me. Even if you're going to give him the ball, not give him the ball when you're supposed to. The Cowboys don't want to run the ball. They have made that very, very clear that they don't really want to be a run-first team. So, since you don't want to do it, go get things that support what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? Somebody said he's our Charles Haley. Bro, have you seen Ndamukong Suh play in the last 3 years, bro? I'm just curious. Like, listen to me, Ndamukong Suh ain't been that dude in probably 5 years. But I just want to know, have you seen him play? Do I think Ndamukong Suh is an upgrade over what we have right now? I don't know. I know technique-wise he would be an upgrade, but actual application, I don't know. And I'm going to tell you this, the Dallas Cowboys have seen Ndamukong Suh a couple times in the last 3 years. So I think they have a healthy understanding of who he is. Because he's played on like 3 different teams that we've played. But listen, if you listen to me, I'm open to getting Ndamukong Suh, though. Why not? Do I think he can be better than a defensive tackle? Do I think he's better than Mazi Smith? Yeah, probably. I would think so. So am I not open to get Mazi Smith? No, I'm not. I'm not closing. I'm not saying I wouldn't get Ndamukong Suh. Let's go. Scorpio. It says move kind of thing. At this point, we can use it immediately. We're gonna roll with what we got. What's our problem with the red zone? Our problem with the red zone is that it's the same thing that we've always had an issue with. Like, listen to me. Our problem with the red zone is you never recovered from the 9 touchdowns Zeke gave you and the 6 touchdowns that Dalton Schultz gave you. That's the problem with your red zone. You're missing 15 touchdowns. That's it. You replaced the bodies, but you didn't replace the production. That's the only problem wrong with your red zone. Because those 2 guys were your number 1 and number 2 red zone targets. You got rid of your number 1 and number 2 red zone targets. Zeke last year had 9 games straight of a touchdown in the red zone. People said that was nothing. They're only 2-yard touchdowns. It doesn't matter. Okay, well, explain that how that feels when Hunter Lumpke fumbles the ball on the 1-yard line. Or Tony Pollard can't get in from the 2 times in a row. See, all that, like, it's a lot of people eating I'm dumb pie. Because a lot of y'all was supporting that bullshit about getting rid of Zeke, bruh. And guess what? Week 16, we are still talking about that. Like, listen to me. We can already all agree that if you're still talking about a decision you made week 16, but you made this decision before the season started, it wasn't a good decision, bruh. It wasn't a good decision. Like, I think we can all agree on that. If you make a decision before the draft, you make a decision before the draft and you're still talking about it week 16, it wasn't the right decision, bro. It wasn't the right decision. He says, yeah, now it's a lot of different first and goal looks, facts. Bro, we get in the goal, we get in the red zone, bro, and we do 4 or 5 plays that look nothing alike, bro. Like the Dallas Cowboys, when we get in the red zone, we literally just be calling plays, bro. Because none of the plays are strung together. We're never trying to aggressively attack one side. We're never trying to aggressively attack one person. Like it's literally just his 3 best red zone plays. And I can tell you one of them is always going to be that stem route to the tight end. It's always going to be that stem route to the tight end. So that's going to be one of them. We think we trade Pollard? You can't trade Pollard. He's only a 1-year deal. He's on a franchise tag. Instead of drafting Vaughn, we should have gotten a true running back. Yeah, I would agree. I think we all understand what Deuce Vaughn is. At most, he's going to be a special teams novelty guy. I always told you guys the size thing was going to affect you in the NFL. No matter how good of a story you are, it's still the story has to be read. And when you read the story on Deuce Vaughn, he's not an NFL player, bro. We need to use Rico and Ferguson more there. Honestly, we don't need to use Rico more than honestly. Dak needs more rushing touchdowns. There's no way in goddamn hell Jalen Hurts has 15 freaking rushing touchdowns. That's goddamn ridiculous, bro. That's freaking ridiculous. Like Dak needs to run more in the red zone. Like on everything I love. Like Dak needs to be he has to be required. He has to be required to do more for us in the red zone with his legs. He has to. Like he is not freaking Joe Burrows. He is not freaking Aaron Rodgers. He is an athletic quarterback. And it's crazy how when you start talking about MVP and stuff like that, Dak's the only person that gets diminished for running, bro. You need to run the damn football, bro. Used to use Rico. Deuce can play. Yeah, he can't play in the NFL, not as a running back. And listen to me, if you're only a good running back when the offensive line can block really good, you're not a good running back. Like if you're only a good running back when the offensive line does their job, then you're not a good running back. Because the offensive line is not going to do their job. They can't, bro. They have $1 million defensive tackles sitting in front of them. That's commanding them not to do their job. So the expectation can't be, oh, you just got to be a good offensive line because the Cowboys they had 2 players that were injured from last year that they started on their offensive line. So they already knew their offensive line was going to diminish. When we signed Tony Pollard to a $10 million contract, it was not because he was a good running back. It's because we felt that he was going to be able to compensate for what the offensive line couldn't do. So, yeah. Y'all hear that? Somebody singing like a mother. Gotta love that. Getting down there is no problem. Scoring once you're there is the problem. Facts. Monty, I would have heard left because I was fun to start some. He says, Chase, don't come on here. He said, Money, I was ahead and left because I was finna start. I don't know what he's about to start. It ain't even really to start. I thought, your thoughts on Malik Davis? I think he's hurt. So why isn't Mazi Smith balling? Because he's a freaking rookie. That's why. Can I ask you a question? Why would you guys think that a rookie defensive tackle is going to ball in the NFL? Why? That's like asking my 7-year-old and my 9-year-old to cook breakfast. Yeah, it might come out right. But when you cook it, we all know it's going to be things that may taste a little different. Like, why would you have the expectation that a child is going to be able to produce like an adult? That doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense at all. So the problem with Mazi Smith is not that he's not balling. The problem with Mazi Smith is you guys' expectations of him was just ridiculously high. Just way too high. Just way too high. Like, it was way too high. Your expectation for him is way too high. Y'all think just because someone drafted him in the first round, it automatically means they have to be good. No, it doesn't. Like, listen, you got to remember, players don't decide where they get drafted. Teams do. So if you're a player that probably shouldn't, or a position that possibly shouldn't be getting drafted in the first round, they draft you in the first round, that doesn't just instantly hire your ability to play. It's not how it works. You know what I mean? Like, people who hate Mazi Smith are people who had expectations for he's a first round, he should be good. Like, if you're one of those guys that just said literally he's a first rounder, he should be good, but you don't understand the position, then yeah, bro, I can see why you're let down. But you shouldn't have been thinking about that in the first place. That's not his fault. Hey man, I got West Coast cannabis on deck. Got some new West Coast cannabis on deck. It is super gassy. I got some stuff I'm sending out today. I got like one or two jerseys on hand that I can still sip out or sell. Just let y'all know real quick. I got a CD Lamb in white, 4X, so it's $100. I got a Micah Parsons, small, in blue. I got a bunch of kids jerseys. I got a Stephon Gilmore in XL. I got some Deron Blands. If you need my Cash App, it's $ West Coast 1482. Give number for the West Coast Cannabis, my guy. Give numbers. Just inbox me. Just inbox me. You know what I'm saying? 14 is 160. Whole OZ is 300. I know you could probably get it cheaper where you stay, because everybody can get something cheaper where they stay. But this ain't also cheap tree. So, you know, quality counts. I'm not speaking about you. I'm just talking about in general. As soon as I say that price, people go, oh, yeah, I'm pretty sure you can. I'm pretty sure you can, but you can't get this cheaper. I don't even know where it's at. Here you go. Giving it, okay, West Coast. What up? What up, Jonathan? DT is a position that gets a lot of stats, so really it's still, I will take Mazi until year 2 or 3 to understand that position. Facts. And you got to remember like this, as a defensive tackle, this is what I explained to everybody. As a defensive tackle, right? As a rookie defensive tackle, you are taking on veteran guards, veteran centers, veteran tackles every single play. Because you tell me a team that has multiple rookies starting on their offensive line. If they do, that's a very, very bad team. You know what I'm saying? I don't have any 5X. The biggest size I have right now is 4. Just waiting for them to drop. He's not supposed to be Aaron Donald. He's aimed to plug the line for the lines and let the linebackers flow freely. Facts. Yeah, I don't know. If you were expecting Aaron Donald at pick 26, you're smoking crack. Like, Aaron Donald could have been the number 1 overall pick in the draft. And Aaron Donald is really a defensive tackle who rushes the quarterback. Aaron Donald's probably the only defensive tackle I've ever known in history to rush the quarterback like that. What I got in large? Right now I got CD Lamb in large, Micah Parsons in large, and Deron Bland. $80. Let's go. I feel like we need our first round talent. He's playing good, but he should have been good from the start if you first player being drafted for a team. That is not true, money. That is not true. That is not true. You should not be the best player drafted if you're the team, because what if you're not the best player and they draft you anyway? You got to remember, the teams don't draft because they think he's the best player. They draft players because they believe that he's best for their need. You know what I'm saying? So you can't put that on him. No, he was a first round pick. He should be good. Dallas Cowboys assessment. That cannot be true. And also, you got to remember, just because you get drafted in the first round don't mean you're an actual first round pick. That just means someone said you were. Like, how many times have men put that label, oh my God, she's wifey? And 6 months from now, you like, bro, that's the same chick, different hairstyle. You know what I'm saying? Listen to me. Do not ask me what size, what I have in certain sizes if you're not trying to buy today, man. Don't throw my show off like that. But if you're serious about buying something, I got you. XL, I got Gilmore, I got Deron Bland, and I got Prescott, and I got Micah Parsons. Somebody says it's a waste of a first rounder. No, it's not a waste of a first rounder. It's not a waste of a first rounder. It's like buying. It's like marrying a woman who doesn't know how to cook but learns how to cook over throughout the years. So was the first couple years of your life wasted? No, you had to wait for her to learn how to cook. See, a lot of you guys don't understand the definition of growth. People typically don't come into a situation and are good at it. That's just not how it works. When you first got to your job, you were an entry level one. Why? Because you didn't know what the hell you were doing. Now, yeah, did you work at some other job? Yeah, you did. But you didn't work for this job. You know what I'm saying? So I think most of you guys were wrong in your assessment of him to begin, which you on an even worse trail now. You know what I'm saying? Like, when most of you guys would think, honestly, most of you guys thought we were drafting like a defensive end, to keep it real. Y'all was talking about Mazi gonna get sacks and he gonna stop the run. I'm like, bro, he's gonna be the pick 26, and then he's damn near in the second round, and he's from Michigan. You know what I'm saying? So it's not a waste of a first round pick. He's just what's the waste is it's sad that you guys as players, not even players, you guys as fans didn't understand. Like, I told you guys this. And the fact that I still have people saying that, it irritates me, right? It really irritates me sometimes. It irritates me because it's like, bro, I told you guys when we drafted him that this was not the year you should count towards him. So for people to keep saying that he's a waste, it just makes me feel like, why did you even watch my draft show then? You know what I'm saying? That makes no sense. Like, why did you even watch the draft content? I flat out told you guys that this was not for the position D tackle. You will not get a return on your investment until year 2. You won't start seeing who he is until year 2, because it takes a year to understand what these dudes can do to you in the NFL. Especially when they're coming from goddamn where he come from. Exactly. Michigan. You know what I'm saying? Yes, Michigan is in the championship this year. Praise God for them. Thank you, my boy Scorpio. You funny. Mazi, man, he is just let me see what jersey my daughter brought for my birthday yesterday. A lot of ladies learn, it says. What happens if you learn how to cook? We eating pizza every night. What happens if she never learns how to cook? If you're with a woman and she doesn't learn how to cook, it's because you're not tripping. Because if a woman really loves you, she'll do those things that you need. So if you with a woman and she don't eventually learn how to cook, it's because you not tripping on eating pizza. Just being honest with you, because a woman that really rock with you, she'll do it without you asking. She'll learn how to cook. She'll go get restaurant. Like, a woman don't even know how to cook. All she really got to do is know how to follow directions. Ain't that right, bruh? My boy looked dead at me. She ain't got to know how to cook. She got to know how to follow directions. That's it. Because if you can follow directions, you can cook anything. And if you follow them good enough, you won't even have to cook every night. You want to know why? Because I'm going to be so happy I'm going to buy dinner. You dig? They don't get that, though. They don't get that, though, right? They don't get that, though. That was a double entendre. If you got it, you got it. You feel me? If a woman, hey, listen to me, if a woman know how to follow directions, she don't have to know how to cook. Because she can, what? Just follow the directions. And then guess what? A woman who follows directions, well, she ain't gonna have to cook too much. Why? Because I'm gonna be buying dinner and we're gonna be going to dinner. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? Somebody tried to say a way to a man's stomach, a way to a man's heart is his stomach. Okay, well, guess what? I'm in love with goddamn, I'm gonna tell you right now then, if that's the case, I love me some goddamn Waffle House. And I know Waffle House ain't the best thing in the world, but we ain't got it out here, so I don't care. Why we not using Kavante Turpin? I have no clue. I have no clue. I have no clue. I might make a video on that. I have no clue why we're not using Kavante Turpin. I have no clue. He says, for real, he like disappeared. I don't think he disappeared. I think they kidnapped him. Disappears when you willingly leave. Kidnap is when somebody grab your ass and push you in a car. I think Kavante got kidnapped. I think he got kidnapped. I don't think he disappeared. I don't think he willingly did it. I think he got kidnapped. Do I think Dak should play the whole game? Yeah, if it's needed. Hell yeah, if it's needed. Why am I walking around outside? Because this is what I tip. Honestly, for my morning shows, if anybody that really watch my content, you guys know this is how I do my shows. I am not the type of person to sit down in sit at a desk and talk for an hour. Like right now, I've been on here for an hour. And it doesn't even feel like it. This is what I normally do. Sitting in a room, talking on the phone, man, that mess is painful, bruh. But when I'm out here and I can hear stuff and stuff goes along, it's a different stimulation to my brain. And walking and talking is what I naturally do. Like I can walk and talk all day. And also, everybody in my house is asleep still. Like my kids is knocked out. I'm not trying to wake them out. Do you see a comeback from Michael Gallup? No. Wherever Michael Gallup went, he lives there. Like, listen to me. What can Michael Gallup come back to be? A third receiver? Like, what would he be coming back to do? Be a third receiver? You know what I'm saying? Asim, Richards, or Collins? I would have to say Collins because of the experience. And they're going to give, if it comes down to that, they're going to give, Dak will make sure that Collins has an opportunity before Asim Richards will. Like I said, Dak is probably the reason why Collins got the workout in the first place. Y'all know Dak went to court and actually testified for Leal Collins. I'm about to get my ass in the house because they out here talking about they looking for a black man with a blue sweater on and something else. Let me get my ass in the house. No, they looking for a boy with black sweater and black pants. I'm black though. I still might want to go in the house just in case though, right? I like Michael Gallup, but he's not what the hype. Man, come on, man. They should have knew Michael. Come on, bro. Like, listen to me. Michael Gallup never lied to y'all. Y'all lied to yourself. Damn it. I'm gonna throw it in the trash. Michael Gallup didn't lie to y'all. Y'all lied to yourself. Leon said, yeah, because it might be blue in their eyes. You funny, Leon. D. Wilson going to make the team in some playing time. Facts. I believe so, too. Bro, he won a Super Bowl as a starting linebacker for the Kansas City Chiefs. He made a huge play in the Super Bowl. Why would you guys want to see Trey Lance against Washington? That game is for the division. All of our starters should play. Absolutely. Y'all understand that if the Cowboys lose versus Washington and the Eagles win, then the Eagles are number one seed. I mean, they're number one. They're going to win the division. There's no way in hell that everybody's going to play versus Washington. We have to win the game. If we lose the game and Philly wins, bro, we're going to be the 5th seed. So I don't even know why anybody's talking about could this person play. Everybody's playing. Listen to me. Trey Lance can't play, even if it's a blowout. The only way Trey Lance can play is if Dak Prescott and Cooper Rush gets hurt. So, my boy. He's considered the 3rd string emergency quarterback. He can only play if Dak Prescott and Cooper Rush are hurt and cannot enter the game. And Washington is not going to be a laydown, bro. Dak is going to have to play that game. It's their last game of the season. The only people that's really going to be there representing Washington is season ticket holders. You got to play good in front of them. Because those are the people who actually pay for the tickets, bro. Everybody else just buy tickets when the team's good. You know what I'm saying? They buy tickets when the team doesn't matter. So Washington is, and this think about this. If you're the Washington Commanders, what's the best way in the world to end this season beating the Dallas Cowboys at home? And guess what? If the Cowboys go on and win the Super Bowl, you'll be like, yeah, that's cool, but we were still the last team to beat them. So, yeah, Washington is for sure going to try to bring it to our necks. And I ain't going to lie to you, I would not be surprised if Washington doesn't take a quarterback, so they're not in a rush to get to that number 1 spot. What up, Anthony? We are not going to play Trey Lance. Live with it. Facts, man. Facts. It is a bad day in Dallas Cowboy world if Trey Lance is playing, bro. That is a bad day. That is a bad, bad day if Trey Lance is playing. That is a bad day. Do I think the Cowboys win the Super Bowl? Absolutely, man. You know me. I'm a homer. So are the Giants what? I am in the DMV. They talking noise already. I believe it. Do you think Dallas wins the Super Bowl? I do. Not gonna lie. I'm shaky about one, being the road game, cause two, Washington is celebrating upset. We always compete things. I'm gonna be honest with you. Them is all the same reasons that I would say I agree with you, my boy. I agree with you on that. I agree with you. What's up, Al Stewart? Don't buy the cheese. Vegas has Washington at 13.5 underdog. These mans will get into it to give folks pain. They know they are making the playoffs, and thus misery loves company. Exactly, bro. Listen to me. The Cowboys, I'm going to tell you this right now. The Cowboys are not going to cover that 13 by Washington. I don't think they're going to cover it. I don't think they'll cover it. I think we beat them, but I don't think we cover it. On the road, Cowboys beat anybody by 14? No. And that's what's sad about this game. What's sad about this game is it's going to be competitive. What's good about this game is it's going to be competitive. You know what I mean? Think about that. Who's having some fun today, man? If you're having fun, hey, hit that Cash App, man. I'm gonna tell y'all this right here. I got West Coast Cannabis on deck. West Coast Cannabis on deck. I also got a couple jerseys available. I got a couple jerseys on deck. I got a lot of 4Xs in right now. I don't know why, but I got a lot of 4Xs on deck. Also got some West Coast Cannabis. Let me see. I think Washington lays down for the draft and Dallas wins by 20. I don't think Washington lays down for the draft because they've never laid down for the draft. And think about this. Washington has needed a quarterback forever, and they've never laid down for the draft. Ron Rivera is a defensive-minded coach. He's not going to lay down. What's up, Jermaine Ford? Hey, if you're trying to get some West Coast Cannabis, inbox me. They shooting for the second pick in a whole new front office. I doubt it, man. I doubt it. 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 I ain't never seen, I doubt it, man. Because Washington wasn't trying to lay down last week. They weren't trying to lay down last week, man. The score isn't indicative of that, but Washington was trying to win that game last week. What strain do I have right now? I have purple Urkel, and I have Master Cookies. That's what I know. Master Cookies, strong in the mug. I don't lie, this was indica. That's just strong as hell. I typically don't even rock with indicas because mugs is strong and put you on your ass. But the deal was too good not to get it, so I got it. Hey, if you need my number for tree or for jerseys, take it down right now. 909-301-7804. 909-301-7804. Doesn't matter if we win by 45-14. I don't know about that, especially on the road. Cowboys have not scored more than 25 points on the road this season. So I don't know about 45. Said it's here all over. I mean, I believe. Listen to me. Media can say one thing. I'm lucky, and I know you there, right there in right there in the nation. But you know, Caleb Williams, top quarterback, said he might not even come out. So you know, I don't. Hey, listen to me. If you're Washington, the only quarterback worth tanking for is the boy from USC, and he said he might not come out. I have a feeling that Williams do not want to play for the Washington Commanders. And think about this: Washington could have tanked on better seasons, on worse seasons with better quarterbacks available, and they didn't. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm not saying, I know you in Washington, you got the ear to the street, but I'm just saying from their history, I would think that Washington's going to try to. I mean, now this is the thing: the Cowboys could go in there and just blow their ass out. Not saying Washington's not trying to play, but I just don't think Washington's willingly going to just give up the game. You just don't see that in division games. You just don't see that. You have an opportunity to beat Dallas Cowboys at home in your final game in the season. You're going to take that. That benefits your program more than anything because you're going to sell tickets next year. You can sell optimism and hope next year. You can't sell it if you don't win. If you don't win, you're selling the same thing you sold last year. Draft. And the draft isn't a good sale because anybody that's smart knows that it takes too long. Washington will play us hard. Yes, I agree too. The highlight of their season would be knocking off Dallas. That's what I said. And like, if you're Washington Commanders, the only thing you're going over right now is we had a bad season, but we beat the Dallas Cowboys final game of the season. And guess what? That's the only thing your fans will remember. It's the only thing your fans will remember. And you got to remember, you can't willingly throw games anymore. Not saying you were ever able to. Not saying you were ever able to. But you can't legally do it now. Because remember, Brian Flores, he said he almost lost his job because he's trying to win. Teams always play hard against us because it is always prime time and contract film. Facts. Good point, Darren. OG, there's no hope left in the building. Getting meltdown kid to bring down. I mean, there's always hope. Because there's always the hope of next year. But you can't put your faith in Caleb Williams. He's saying that he may not even come out. And as of right now, Caleb Williams hasn't come out. Yeah, that would literally be their Super Bowl. And I'm gonna tell you this right here. If you go look at the top 5 worst teams in the NFL, there's not a lot of difference from them. So I don't even think losing or winning this game for Washington would hurt them that bad. And you got to think like this, like my boy said, Alexander, there are a lot of players who are going to have incentives that they need to hit in this game to get paid. And the NFL put division games at the end to ensure that they're at least competitive. There's a reason why we're playing Washington in the final game of the season, because they want to ensure that the game is competitive. The NFL gave the Dallas Cowboys an opponent that they said no matter what the Dallas Cowboys are doing, they're going to play this game hard. Why? It's because it's this team. Like next year, I would not be surprised if we played the Eagles the final game of the season. Like I can almost guarantee you next year, because of the way it keeps turning out, how it keeps turning out, the Cowboys or the Eagles are playing for the division in separate games. I promise you, next year, the final game of the season is going to be Cowboys versus Eagles. Because think about this, you would literally create a playoff atmosphere before the season starts. Before the playoff starts. Then they might actually rematch in the playoffs. So I can guarantee you next year the final game of the season next year will be versus the Eagles. I can guarantee you. Imagine if we play the Eagles this year, final game of the season. That would be the biggest regular season game of the season. And then the playoffs would start the very next week. It'd be a winner take all. The winner gets the division, and in the second round, the other team has to go on the road. Hell yeah, the NFL will be salivating all over that. Somebody said, "Yep, sounds like great TV." It is. All right, y'all, man. I'm out of here, man. I appreciate y'all for tapping in with your boy, man. I was on here for an hour. I think that would be McNabb for playing for the Eagles. Good evening, West Coast. What's up? That's Miss Evelyn. How you doing? Sounds good, like some good TV, yeah. And when the NFL makes the season, they don't really know who's going to be good. They don't. They just predict it from the year before. But, you can always project good games. You don't know the seasons. You don't know the team as a whole on the 16, 17-game season is going to be good. But you can typically say these teams versus these teams are good. Like Kansas City versus Cincinnati, no matter what they're doing in their career, their season, that's going to be a good game. Baltimore versus Steelers, that's going to be a good game. Cowboys versus Eagles, that's going to be a good game. 49ers versus Seahawks, that's going to be a good game. These are teams that have history. Green Bay versus Chicago, that's going to be a halfway low-scoring game, but it's going to be a good game. You can't name more than one successful USC quarterback. You can't really. Because Matt Leinart was not good. Matt Barkley was not good. What's that boy name? Sam Darnold was not good. This is the thing about USC. USC has such ridiculously good outside receivers and specialty players that a lot of times the quarterbacks aren't required to really be good. It's kind of like Alabama. Like everything around them is so good that the quarterbacks don't really have to be good. Caleb Williams is good, though. Now, if I was the Arizona Cardinals, I would definitely be a little reluctant on drafting another USC quarterback, though, unfortunately, because of my history. Baltimore and San Francisco are sitting their starters. Good for them. You also got to remember, San Francisco has an injury of Christian McCaffrey, so they ain't got no choice but to sit the starters. So I think they're going to sit their starters just to kind of, the Christian McCaffrey's kind of dinged up. Because Christian McCaffrey's not playing. He's not playing because he's dinged up. He has a high ankle sprain. So I think they're going to be playing the smell of Christian McCaffrey's injury. We usually play division teams at the end. Well, they just started doing that 2 years ago. Palmer was not drafted by them, though. Carson Palmer was drafted by the Bengals. Palmer was good for them, though, but he was drafted by the Bengals. Who do you think we play in the first round? I think we'll probably get Seattle. What's up, Ken? All right, y'all. If you haven't already, man, hit that Cash App on your way out the door, man. I'm about to get dressed. I got a bunch of little errands and things I got to drop off. Got some people's jerseys I got to put in the mail. I appreciate y'all for the love, support, and everything y'all do for West Coast. I appreciate y'all you do for the nation. Hey man, if you need Triggedy, if you need Tree, West Coast Cannabis, if you need it, inbox me. I got a couple jerseys on deck. If you need that, inbox me too. I appreciate y'all. Hey, also, there's a fake profile going around that's taking people's money under the name of West Coast Cowboy. They put S's on the end of my name. They pretend to be me and they take your money. Please verify who you are, who these people are. Ask them some questions that you guys know they wouldn't ask. Ask them quarterback questions, cowboy questions. Ask them what my cell phone number is. Ask them for your cell phone. Ask them for their cell phone number and call them first. Don't just send people money without calling and talking to people first. I'm begging you. There is nobody out there that is representing me. I'm not hitting up people and asking you if you want to buy a jersey. I don't do that. The only thing I do is I talk right here. And if you want to buy a jersey, you hit me up. You know what I'm saying? So please make sure that you know really vet these people before you buy stuff off the internet. Most importantly, you guys already know what it is. Never look down because stars up. Peace.